Hey there, YouTube. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you all had a nice weekend. I thought today that I would share some food with you. I haven't done this in a while, showing what I eat in a day on a regular basis. And I'll mention before I do it that when I do what I eat in a day or show what I'm eating, I'm not going out of my way to do anything special. In fact, I do the opposite. I try to make it just typical food that I'm eating day in, day out. So going to start off here with breakfast with one of my favorites, and I had made some overnight oats last night. And the overnight oats are simply just the oats. I put some chia seeds in there. I put just a little bit of maple syrup for sweetener, and put some almond milk. And then I leave this in the refrigerator overnight. And then this morning I have some sliced almonds. I finished up some sliced almonds and put in there, and some frozen blueberries. This is so good. If you've never tried these overnight oats, I would highly suggest you try them. And then also too, got some fruit here. Got fresh mango and a banana sliced up. Haven't had mango in a while. I kind of get turned off, if I have a couple of bad experiences. And I think the last couple of times I bought at one of my local stores, the mango just wasn't good. So I just give it a rest for a while, and saw some good ones yesterday and picked them up. But yeah, that should, I'm going to go sit down and eat this, and that should keep me going for a few hours until I have some lunch, and then we'll just see what lunch is going to be. Time for some lunch, and this is one of my absolutely favorite meals on the planet here. I generally have my big meal during the middle of the day. And a lot of this stuff is stuff I grew up on. I might have adjusted a little bit in the way that I cook it, but nonetheless, it is absolutely perfect. And the star of the show are black-eyed peas. I cooked these my usual method. I soaked them overnight and then cooked them the next day. And this batch came out really good. I think I'm just going to start using the same thing on black-eyed peas. I used a little bit of onion powder. I used some chili powder. I used some cumin, a little bit of chipotle, and a little bit of liquid smoke. And I mean, they are just some of the best I've ever had. And got some chopped red onion on top of them. Also to go with that, I've got a baked sweet potato here. Love me some sweet potatoes. I would say on average I probably have 3 or 4 sweet potatoes a week. Gonna move that over so we can get a little bit more green in there. Another one of my staples is collard greens. I grew up eating turnip greens. We had turnips more in our house when I was growing up, but I have just gotten over the years where I love collard greens. I eat collard greens probably 4 or 5 times a week. And when I make them, I make a bunch of them. And I steam my collard greens. People ask how I prepare them sometimes. I steam them. And a lot of times I'll put some stuff on there while they're steaming. I'll put a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, possibly a little bit of liquid smoke, sometimes some coconut aminos, just, taste them up like that. And nothing beats some good collards. And then just some yellow squash. Love yellow squash in the summer. We always had good yellow squash. In fact, my grandparents, we're talking about when I was real young, back in the 70s, had a big old garden in their yard, and they grew a lot of this stuff. But we always had squash around. Squash was just kind of like, you didn't even really think about it because it was just going to be with some of these meals. But anyhow, I'm going to sit down. That's going to take me a while to eat this, and we'll be back and see what we eat later. Last meal of the day. Just got back from the gym, and I'm about to enjoy a nice big salad. What all do I have in here? Let's see. I got a head of red leaf lettuce. Got some chopped cucumber, some chopped red onion, purple cabbage. What else? Oh, a few sunflower seeds, like a little crunch in there. A few olives, black olives, and a can of chickpeas. I love chickpeas on my salad. Do that quite often. And I don't even know yet exactly. I've got a couple of things to do before I sit down and eat. I'm not sure which dressing I'm going to use. I'm just going to whip up one of my ones that I use in my day-to-day rotation. I've got, I don't know how many that are nothing special, but they're always good. So I just kind of, when I don't feel like putting a lot of thought into a salad dressing, I throw them together. But that's all it is. Eat, wait, repeat. All day long, just whole plant-based foods. And like I said, this is nothing special that I eat just because I'm doing a video today. This is pretty much how I eat every day. And this is how I think as I'm going from one meal to the next. Okay, what did I have for breakfast? Now, what did I have for lunch? Now for dinner, what do I need to do? You know, how can I get something else? If you go back and look through all of the meals today, you'll see a lot of different variety. This is one day. This is Monday. So I'm not going to do a count right now, but I got to think there's probably 15 to 20 different plant foods that I've consumed today. So if you can do that in one day over the course of a week, getting to say 30 of them is no problem. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and have a great week. Peace.